Hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
Long time no see.
We've been expecting you.
That's where
Lisbon.
We came from Lisbon. First time in Spain, and the first time in Italy, and our first time in Portugal.
Both.
But a little bit of both.
We just ended the bus. This is actually the last date on States for a little bit before we resume touring.
I think so. I think tonight we're gonna try to hang out because we got here. What you say? 3 a.m. last night.
We did.
Yes. So after the show at 1:30 a.m.
1:30 a.m.
Then
I
we will
think
have.
that could be a record for actual legitimate show. I mean, in our salad days, but technically the earliest.
Festival show, yeah.
That's the latest show and the. It's
Yes.
unbelievable though because I haven't gotten a considerable amount of sun just today.
Kind of a discompartmentalized thing because there are certain parts of Europe where certainly rock and roll is, remains a very. Also interesting to see that what rock and roll in particular as a genre can do is it's like a multi-generational thing, especially in Europe. A lot of Europe that there's and it goes and you see like sons and daughters, mothers and fathers and grandparents. That's just unbelievable, and that's something that we are seeing more of in the States. But I think you're right. Yeah, I think we definitely have seen rock and roll remains in Europe in a interesting way.
It's got a powerful, strong. Yeah, that's a booby-trapped question right there.
Because if you say no, then
well, no. Once we.
It's contractually obligated to defer to a different question.
Yeah. So the weather. I'd hate to say that old, but if I was saying it to their faces, pretty much have it figured out if they've been doing it that long. So yeah, in short, I think that we really have learned a lot about how to approach, especially touring. Well, yeah, extensive because for example, we got here at 3 in the morning, and now we're here, and it's like pretty much like that every single day. So sometimes it's like what
is possible between your travel, when you eat, when you sleep, when you live, I suppose. It's very balanced. It's like a
kind of remember why we're out here and why we're doing this. I think it kind of feels like something a bit, honestly, a bit noble to be doing. So we're very.
The answer to that is no. Yeah. There's some confrontation every once in a while.
I think it's more like unity, peace, love. That was probably love.
In a
unity,
different order.
peace.
Just in a different order.
It's love, unity, peace, honestly. And and that's actually a whole different topic, really. Younger twins.
Well, good luck. Anyway. I mean, you're kind of like you gather a new form of respect for, I suppose, any of your family members out here, because I suppose when you're growing up, you have a different relationship, but as soon as you're tossed into a real life scenario, that sort of changes your view on someone else, because then you become your brother's keeper. It's like you have a different form of understanding, and that they're experiencing the things that you're experiencing. It's that sort of a misconception, a perception that this happened sort of meteoric, but I think we've been, I suppose, a group as Greta Van Fleet probably now, and individually been playing on our own, and I've been playing guitar since I was 3, so it's almost been a decade to this point as being a band to this.
We kind of broke our bones there for about 4 or 5 years before we kind of started getting noticed and kind of spearheading our way into what is actually the music. Well, I mean, what can we say about it?
Not with everything that we're working on something quite different, I suppose.
Okay.
And it's interesting because we never know exactly what an album's going to look like, I suppose. It can only be so premeditated, but as it sort of unfolds now, it's definitely much different than, I suppose, Anthem of the Peaceful Army would have been.
We want to do.
Yeah, because now I suppose we have a little bit more leniency on, more outlandish stuff that we want to do,
Right, and I think as far as the intones, more styles of music perhaps, and kind of taking a step in the cinematic direction, perhaps.
Yeah, and done, and how many rules can we break? So that's another eating something unique.
So I guess by direct, yeah.
Proper translative property.
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen an episode or two, I think, a couple years ago.
Not big fans.
No, I love it. I love Stranger Things. I love it.
Should watch it on the bus.
We were on Sunset Boulevard. We were driving by. We were like, they stole our font.
I remember.